Hi guys, welcome back to another video here at the Aspiring Home Cook. Today we're going to make some beautiful roasted baby potatoes. I've used a garlic and herb seasoning for this recipe, and this is one of my favorite ways to serve up potatoes. Now, those of you who know me will know that I love potatoes in all shapes, sizes and forms, and chips or French fries are my absolute favorite. But we know that those are not really the healthiest options when it comes to food. So this recipe actually comes in a very close second. Let's have a look at how to make these roasted potatoes. This time around, I've actually used baby potatoes cut in half, but you can just as easily use the larger version of potatoes and chop them up into chunks or wedges. I've used about 16 baby potatoes cut in half. You could also substitute this with 2 large potatoes cut up. Put them into your baking tray. I've used a Pyrex dish for this because I find cleanup is easier. Over this, I'm going to drizzle about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Everything goes right into the baking tray itself, and that reduces cleanup for this recipe. Season this well with some salt. Use salt to taste. And some freshly cracked black pepper. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of dried Italian herb mix, and I'm going to use some garlic powder. So over that goes about half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And you're going to toss everything well so that the herbs and the seasoning coats all of the potatoes. Now preheat your oven to 210 degrees Celsius and pop these potatoes into the oven for about 30 to 35 minutes or until they're nicely browned on the outside and completely cooked through. Now about 30 to 35 minutes later, this is what they look like fresh out of the oven. You're almost done now. There's just one final flourish that will actually take this to another level. I'm just going to sprinkle over some dried parsley. If you've got fresh parsley, that would work even better. Chop it up really fine and sprinkle it over the potatoes. And your roasted potatoes are ready to serve. While they're still hot out of the oven, check for seasoning, and if you think it needs a little more salt, sprinkle a little over and toss it up well before you serve. So all that's left now is to just plate up these roasted potatoes. You can add it as a side dish to your meal or just take them out in a little bowl or a serving plate and take them out to the table. I'm going to show you what these look like. They've achieved a nice golden brown crust on the outside, and they're just a tiny bit crunchy in those rough jagged areas, but the inside is still nice and tender and fluffy. And it's beautifully flavored with those herbs and the garlic. As always, I'll leave a link to the recipe in the description box. I hope you enjoyed this quick and easy recipe. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel below. Also, click that little bell icon to get alerts every time a new video is posted. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'm going to see you really soon with another delicious recipe.